Alright, we're here. We're finally doing this. We're here on the Sioncraft server with a bunch of other people. Say hi, everyone. Try and get everybody in the chat to say hi. Greetings. I said hi, but... Alright, friendly enough. Two people out of, So, hey, people are actually saying that. Hilo. Okay. Good enough. Spelling doesn't matter. So we have 10 out of a maximum of 69, which I believe is actually going to be changed to 20. So 20 player spots, which means you can join with the IP in the description or the IP that is probably going to be over the video right now. And you can also come and join. Now, so the main objective of this is to be the best. You want to be the best player on the server. Now, how can you do that is basically you got to just make a lot of money. You can start a town up with the townie, and of course, making money is hard because not everything sells incredibly well. Mining, farms, and mobs are the only really good way. You can't just mine a bunch of dirt and become a multi-millionaire. That's going to take a long time. So we have /kit, and these are the 4 kits available to default users. You can buy a rank, link in the description, to actually, get more options. So we're just going to do /kit starter to get that out of the way, and you'll see that we get the same stuff we already had because it automatically gives us the stuff upon joining, and you know what, that's fine, we get more, but you can only use that once. So if you do /kit, you can't use it ever again. It's gone from the list. We'll do kit weekly. And each one, of course, comes with its own stuff. So if we do /kit daily again, you can't use that for another 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 34 seconds. 6 days, 23 hours, and if we do /kit monthly again. Now, you don't actually have to use this stuff, but you can if you want. Can't use another again for another about a month and 10 hours for some reason. I don't know why, but it's probably because it has trouble showing longer than a month. So we're gonna explore this server together. I've been setting up plugins, but I haven't done much playing myself. These are the crates. They're kind of broken right now, so you can't really do anything with them right now. This is the ender chest you can use at spawn. These are the signs. There's the sun sign. For $500, you can change the weather. For $750, you can change it to day or night. There's a disposal sign. There's a balance sign, which you don't actually need. There's a kit starter. You cannot use that kit again. There's a kit daily. Can't do that because there's a timeout. Heal for $250, which means you can heal all your health and hunger for $250. There's the repair hand and repair all. Now, depending on what you have, the repair all is generally the better option. Of course, you can get repair all with the magma rank, which I believe, if I actually take a moment to look, that is $13.50 for 8 months, or $24 for a lifetime purchase. To be honest, the lifetime purchase generally would be considered better overall, but that's just me. Now, we're going to find a great place to start off. We have 3 diamonds, 12 iron, 12 gold, some steak, we have some bottles of enchanting, we have pretty basic materials. We don't have anything incredibly special. Of course, if you bought a rank, there are special pieces of equipment that come with each rank, and each rank gets the permissions and abilities of their previous rank, which means if you get dragon rank, which is the highest rank, costing one for 1 year $19 or for lifetime $30. So if you were to say take a look around, and we've only had two people buy magma rank and one person actually bought dragon rank. So if you want to join in on that action and get access to some exclusive rewards for donators, I suggest you visit the link in the description and actually check out. Also, there will be a link in the description for the server Discord. So if you're not actually part of the Sioncraft official Discord channel, I suggest you guys check out the description, join us, because why not? It's fun. Um, so our main goal is actually going to be, for starters, we're gonna create a town, but before we do that, we need to find a place to live, build a small house. I think that's what our main goal should be. Of course, if you want slash fly, that's just the iron rank, actually. And if you don't know, right now, I mean right now, so there is a giveaway being done for a 1 month free trial of iron rank. Yeah, you can get 1 month free for iron rank. Iron rank is the lowest rank on the Sioncraft server for donator ranks, but it gets you slash access to slash nick and slash fly and slash kit iron. More permissions will be added to these ranks, and it only costs. Let me take a look right now. 1 month is $1.50, and a lifetime is $5. So if you guys have some spare change and you just want to have slash fly, you can buy a lifetime service of the iron rank. You don't need to buy a full lifetime if you don't have the money, or if you don't see yourself needing it for an entire a long period of time. That's perfectly fine, and you can just buy the temporary version. And if we continue on, we'll find that things will start to get a little bit more difficult and a little bit harder. As you may know, though, I have said this server is in development. There are still bugs with permissions. Voting is not set up. I have it, like, all that stuff set up, but I need to work with the server host provider to get Votifier to work, because Votifier is very finicky with the stuff it actually selects. So that might take a little bit of time. Crates, for whatever reason, broke today, despite it working perfectly fine just earlier today. Like, it just broke earlier. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm still looking for the cause of that. I'm still trying to fix that. Now I'm actually playing on my alternate account, and this is what we're going to be playing on the server with. And I'm just going to have the default rank, no special op permissions. It's to prevent me from doing that sort of thing. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna keep away from that zombie because I'd rather keep all my flesh intact. You know, I feel like that would be a good start for the first night. Uh, so this server's been up for around 8 or 9 days now, actually. And the server gets an average about 10 players around this time, or a little bit earlier, which I'd personally say is not entirely bad for this start early for a start of a server. Although there may not be voting rewards right now, I'd still suggest voting because I'm going to add cumulative rewards, or rewards that when you build up a certain amount of votes, you get. So if you build up 10 votes, you'll get a certain reward. 25, you'll get a certain reward. Stuff like that. So I feel like that might be a cool thing to add. I see a village right there because things aren't rendering in and I'm stuck. I feel like that would be pretty cool to have. Of course, adding in other plugins would be cool. So I actually just added Townie today, and I just got all a bunch of permissions to start working. So if we actually take a look around and see if anybody's actually started living here, I don't. There's a blacksmith. We can easily check that to see if this place has been raided or not. Alright, so that looks promising. And not been raided, so I get all this fabulous loot all to myself. And I get to keep on. And I get to move on with a bunch of new loot. Of course, certain ranks may be worth more, like, might be better for your standards. Like, depending on what you want, certain ranks might be better. Just gonna... I want to get beetroots and carrots as well, because as much as it's not impossible, it's just going to be a little bit more of a pain to get them in the future. Alright. Alright. I can get seeds on my own. And those are some more potatoes. I might as well grab those. Try not to do the /sell inventory command, because that sells everything in your inventory. And everything can be sold. Not a single item, except command blocks, barriers, and bedrock, I believe, have sell price. Those are the only three that I believe don't. That structure blocks, structure void, ender portal frame, and so there's a few items that you technically can't get that can't sell. But anything you can actually, get your hands on, you can sell. Even a dragon egg. And the dragon rank actually gives you a dragon egg, which means you can sell that or use it. And the dragon egg sells for $10,000, which is the highest price of any item, even passing the enchanted golden apple, which sells for like $3,000. I plan on getting an auction, and of course, I prefer using chest shops. Currently, we're just using this trade sign and the essentials, and while that does work, I just prefer the format for chest shop. So we're probably going to switch back over to chest shop. So how this thing's going to work? Where you want to be the #1 player, that's our goal. No cheating, no nothing. We're just going to work to become the best player. So, but how about ranks, you might be thinking? So we're going to make it so we need to gather a certain amount of money. I'll get my other account on. I will give myself, take that set amount of money away, and we'll get the rank. Still working on the idea for the amount each rank would be worth, but I feel like this, just my headset, I feel like this thing would be over as soon as we actually manage to get all the ranks. Once we max out at Dragon. Still trying to get MCMMO to, still trying to add that. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a version that actually works with this. And unfortunately, since the crates don't work, there's some kits you cannot get. There's the miner kit, the fisherman kit, and the stick kit. All have their own special items that none of the donator ranks have access to. None of the donor ranks can use that kit. So, and sometimes items aren't given. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm going to figure it out. It's just a matter of time because sometimes it doesn't want to work. As soon as I get crates set up, that will be wonderful. And also, right now, until an unset date, I believe, we are doing we are currently doing actually a town event. Now if I look at the details, and the event does not have a set end date. So it will end at an unknown time period, which is, you know what, that's fine. But the prize is 3 townie crates, which give you special stuff relating to townie in itself, like stuff you can use in your own town, or certain, like, maybe it'll give you bonus claims to your town or to you, or stuff like that, or give you money to put into your town. And I plan on doing like weekly town challenges to put people against each other, sort of, but like on friendly terms. Are my objectives. So currently we're having it. The theme is a fresh start. So everything's new. It's a new Sioncraft. It's a new world. Everything is new. So here was what I was thinking. We'll have um the goal is to have the biggest town, and I think I'm going to end it by the end of this week, actually. So the biggest town at the end of this week on Saturday, with the most players and the most players actually living at your town. Those are parameters. The biggest town, the most amount of people in the said town, and the most amount of people actually having a house at said town. If you don't know how to use the Townie plugin, look it up. There are plenty of in-depth guides for members to use the Townie plugin. I also, if asked, will create a Townie plugin for the server. Also, a bunch of permission guides for this server, and you will be able to. I will teach you guys how to use the plugins for the default rank, the iron rank, and every other rank that there is. Of course, if you guys are interested in watching me play Sioncraft for until the end of that sort of thing, then pay attention, and maybe and if you're new, you should consider subscribing, because it really does help. That little red box that says subscribe, and it really does help. But of course, hitting that notification bell does help. It does allow you to keep up with my uploads, and it makes it a whole lot easier for me, because it helps me get out there and make it so this server would get out there as a plus. Okay, so I just found some cows, actually. As much as it's nice to have iron, cows, let's be honest, are great. You know, normally I wouldn't use these because they have special names, but but I have a second set from that second, second, second slash starter kit, or kit starter. Also, if you guys have any ideas on how to fix the MCMO problem, because I've looked, I can't seem to figure out how to get MCMMO to work on 1.12.2. I just can't figure it out, and unfortunate. Looks like another town has fallen into ruin. That is a sad sight to see, because it's the first day, and if you're already putting your town into ruin, Apparently they don't realize that you can actually just rename the town on its own. Alright. Spamming links in chat, jeez. Not needed. There are a lot of cows here. So from the looks of it, this is a pretty good place. But if we do /team townie map, which is a nice thing. Ah, that's wonderful. There is no issues. Of course, I am on. Something else notable about this server is that if you actually do there's a way to make a person an outlaw, and if you kill them, and you have a town in your jail in your town, well, guess what? They went to jail in your town, which is actually ridiculously cool. They have to be in your town. If you kill them in the town, they die. Of course, I'm also making another crate, which is a supply drop, actually, and you can get... I'm going to make it so you can get those randomly. And you place them down, and inside is some special loot. So, let's actually... Alright, Anew. Let's think of a name. Aw, man, a throwback. So, for those who don't know, actually, I used to be one of those people who created a bunch of different towns, but you can only have one. So I reset and reset. I can't afford to... What? As you can see, my alternate account has $10 billion. Alright, so I don't think it's an incredibly high amount needed, and I don't need gold. Gold is not a needed thing. I don't need to worry about having it on hand. So if I do /sell hand and do / Cordelian Village. Town size 1 out of 8. Daily upkeep is actually $10. So let's deposit $200 into the town bank. Alright, so apparently it's... You need to have a certain amount of money in the bank to actually do it. That is a slightly unfortunate surprise. But you know what? I'm not going to change that because I like that. It makes sense to actually have to pay to upkeep the town and all that and keep everything running. I like that. Alright, so I think it's starting to become nighttime, so let's actually grab some wood. Wilderness PvP. Also, if you guys did not know, you're in the making. There is the progress of a new server spawn. However, if you decide that, for whatever reason, you want to create a server spawn, Be my guest, actually. I am perfectly fine with the public, actually, creating a server spawn. And little did you know, actually, I might end up making it. So there's a. If this server grows large enough, there may end up being multiple game modes added to the Sioncraft server, and it becoming less of a server and more of a network. However, in order to do this, we need funds, so purchasing ranks can help with that. Otherwise, it's just going to stay the same. Earlier, it was actually limited to 15 players due to the current budget, but since people bought ranks, we actually upgraded it to 20 players. So, I mean, we probably could go higher, but he only upgraded it to that height. And a question, how long will this server last before it dies? That is a good question, actually. And no one's actually mentioned it all that much, because most of them have been excited about the server coming back and, all being able to play as a community again. Originally, Sioncraft wasn't exactly out there. It was years old, and it was slowly losing players, and players weren't exactly staying. However, I had a few ideas, but I didn't really stick around all that often as a result of this thing starting to shrink. So, what I ended up doing now is I'm the admin on this new Sioncraft server, and I'm running all the plugins, all that, all that do good stuff. So, because of that, I can't pick things up. I am starting to lag. For some unknown reason, I'm starting to lag. Now, I do have friends I can play with, so if you guys want me to play with my friends and bring them into this series, just comment in the description, hashtag play with friends. Yeah, that's all you need to do. You just need to go into the description to do that. I timed out, and you saw my server list. But that is fine, because I don't play on all of those servers. Still says there's a max of 69 players. Alright. To save. Alright, so if you see Town Outlaw, let's just say, if we add that didn't happen. If he's an outlaw in this town, and he dies here, then if you have a jail, he will go to that jail, actually. So if I actually, so if I actually create a jail, just a basic one right now, it doesn't have to be anything incredibly fancy. So if I hurry up and create a small little prison. Nothing too big, nothing too small. You know, I just put 2 doors there, or let me actually dig this small spot out. So, let's just create a small little prison. And just, let's actually grab some stone while we're at it. So, alright, so I just built this prison here, and we're just gonna... So this is a little building, and let's put a torch right there. Let's actually get some fences in on this action, and so it's actually a pretty simple design. If I just take, I just set that there, and I take this door and just set it like this, and I'm actually going to lock that. So let me set set jail. So if we do /t help, and we do /t mayor question town lots. So you can only, right at the start, you can only own 8 plots right now. Of course, there are ways to get more, but right now you can't. Town rank list. What one's this? Alright, so it just shows that. So I'm the only one in this town, so there's no real issue. So if we just use town set jail. Okay. Now let's actually set... Oh, what? How are you able to hit me in here? Yeah, I'm like, hold on. Yeah. Alright, so let me do /t claim and just /t set home block. T set spawn. T set jail. Okay, so how do we set the jail plot? Alright, so T set tag jail. Let's try that. T set jail. So plot set jail slash plot set jail, then T set jail. Let me go. Let me do slash TPA here or sound. So if can I So if I kill him inside the town, and he's currently listed as an outlaw. So if he respawns, he should spawn in this spot. Okay. Okay, so apparently the jail doesn't work. That's simple enough. We now just have a jail. Get in there. Now, see? That's a highly aggressive meatball. Oh, they just teleported out. Well, they just teleported out of there. That's not a big deal. That's kind of expected. Alright. So, we're actually going to start mining now. Well, actually, you know what? This video's gone on a pretty long time. So, as you guys know, this is a new server. I really hope to see some of you join and play regularly, I hope, because I'm putting a lot of effort into this, and I really hope I want to see other people join and enjoy the server as much as I do. I originally did not play Minecraft a huge amount of time. But you know what? I can't like put hate on anybody. But so if you guys are new here, I really hope to see you guys come on down and join. If you want to play, the IP, as I said, is in the description. So I really want to see you guys come on and join. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.